there. Salim Omar here from the Straight Talk about Small Business Success podcast. I am excited. We've got a special guest. His name is Brandon Leibowitz. Brandon, welcome.
Thank you for having me on today.
That's awesome. Brandon is an SEO. He owns a business called SEO Optimizers, and it's a digital marketing company that focuses on helping small businesses and medium-sized businesses get more online traffic, which in turn converts into clients, sales, leads, and so forth. And he got a start in digital marketing some 15 years back. So he's been at it for quite a while. And we're going to talk today about how to grow your top line, grow your revenues with bringing in quality clients, customers, patients, leads. So Brendan, welcome. And yeah, let's start off perhaps with, share a little bit about your backstory. You've been doing this for 15 years. How did you get your start? Whatever you feel is going to be relevant for our listeners.
Yeah, I got my degree in business marketing and just kind of fell into this digital marketing thing and wasn't planning on it. But back in 2007, graduated, and first job I got out of school was helping a company out with their digital marketing. And I didn't really know much about digital. They said, don't worry, we don't know much either. We're going to learn alongside with you and take you like classes and workshops. And after working there for a few months, just kind of realized that everything's or websites and the internet is probably going to be the future, and everyone's probably going to have a website, and there's a lot of different ways to get traffic. And back then I was helping out with their SEO. I was doing social media. I was helping out with paid ads. I was doing email marketing, and all that stuff works to get traffic, but SEO is just a way to get free traffic. So I thought, let me just focus on search engine optimization. And over the years, worked at different advertising agencies as the director of SEO. And the other thing that stood out to me with SEO is that I could do freelance work and build my own company up. So before work or after work and on my lunch breaks, I would work on my own company and built it up to where I was able to eventually quit my job and focus solely on my own company, and been doing that ever since, just helping people get more traffic using SEO and doing some paid ads as well.
That's awesome. Wow. So you've been at it with your own company for how long?
Since 2007, once I got that first job, I realized I could do freelance work while working full time. I could go like a local restaurant or a local business and pick them up as a client. So I would pick up one or two clients here or there. I wasn't focused on building a company at that time. I was just happy to get some freelance work and happy to have a full-time job out of school, and glad that I could pick up some extra work on the side, but didn't fully dedicate all my time until maybe 6-7 years ago is when I really focused the majority of my time on my company, and then quit my job and then been doing this.
Yeah. That's great. And really, I want you to help us, the small business owners, kind of understand what are the things we should be paying attention to when it comes to bringing in online traffic. We hear all kinds of things, backlinks and search engine optimization and then social media and, all that stuff. And where should we be paying attention? So I want to go there. But before we go there, what are some trends? If you can share with us, what are some like the top trends that you're seeing when it comes to digital marketing, online marketing? What should we be aware of and know?
I would probably say video is a big trend that's taken off and is not slowed down anytime soon. And if you look at like all social, it's kind of primarily videos nowadays, and everything is shifting to videos. People's attention spans are really short. So if you could capture it and give them something enticing and engaging with the video versus an article or a long paragraph of content, videos probably going to work better. And everything, Google owns YouTube as well. So Google is going to promote and push YouTube as much as possible. Social media might disappear. Like social media comes and goes, but Google is around for long term. We'll have to see if they stay around, but for now, Google is the #1 search engine. And when you search in Google, videos appear in Google sometimes. And those videos are going to be primarily YouTube videos, because Google owns YouTube, and they don't want to promote Facebook video or Instagram or TikTok or any other website. Sometimes they'll see it in there, but I'd say 90% of the time, it's going to be a YouTube video. So if you could build a presence on YouTube sooner than later, that's going to be really beneficial, just because YouTube is definitely not going to go anywhere. YouTube's the second biggest search engine on the internet, and Google is going to promote and push YouTube as much as they can, because when you search on Google, there's ads at the top, and Google wants you to click those ads. But if you don't click an ad, Google doesn't make any money. But if you search on Google and you click on a video and it's a YouTube video, the first thing that appears when you watch a YouTube video, there's always an advertisement. So YouTube is making money, which is really Google making money. And that's all they care about, is making that ad revenue.
Got it. So for the viewer, the listener, whatever business they own, it could be a restaurant, it could be a dental firm, practice, anything, right? They should be considering creating videos and then they post it on YouTube.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And then
and paid ads on YouTube, or it's just organically, you've got a video with the right keywords, so that if someone's searching for a dentist in a local area or a restaurant in a local area, that the video comes up.
Yep, you could do both. So you could do organic, where you just post the video, and then you could also run some paid ads. But I think most people aren't going to really like search on YouTube like they search on Google. Someone searching on Google, they would say like dentist near me, but YouTube, they're not going to really search dentist near me. But the way you could do YouTube ads is anyone that goes to your website and didn't do a specific conversion action. So like you're a dentist, anyone that goes to your website and didn't contact you or fill out a form, you could follow them around using these remarketing ads, and you could follow them around on YouTube for a couple days, a week, or however long you want to set it, whatever the time is to get a new client or patient in. So anytime they go on YouTube, after they've been to your website, your video ad will pop up. And the nice thing about YouTube is you could actually get 30 seconds free ad space. So if someone watches your YouTube video for 29 seconds and then skips it, you don't pay a penny. After 30 seconds, then you pay like 10 cents a view, which is much cheaper than search ads on Google. Google search ads are very expensive, where they're going to be maybe a couple dollars per click. They could even be a couple $100 per click. It gets very expensive, but YouTube is much cheaper, because the way it works with the ads is the more people that do the ads, the more expensive it gets. So if we're both running ads on YouTube and we're both dentists, you'd say, I want to pay 5 cents a click. I'll say, I want to spend 6 cents a click. You'll say, I want to spend 7 cents. And over the years, it gets bid up a lot. But on YouTube, not many people make videos. So there's not many people bidding those prices up. Like Google search ads, everyone has a website. It's easy for them to say, I'll spend $1. I'll spend $1.01, 2 cents, 3 cents. And over 20 plus years, those prices have gone up. But YouTube prices aren't that expensive right now. So it is good if you can to jump on that. And people buy off people. And with YouTube, 30 seconds is a lot of time versus a normal search ad, which is maybe a couple hundred characters. YouTube, you could speak to them, you could talk to them, they could see you, it puts a face behind the company. It really helps build more trust up.
That's great advice. So what the top trend you're seeing is video. Video is here to stay. And for the business owner watching this or listening to this, incorporate video in your online marketing. So I want to shift gears a bit and talk about backlinks, right? We hear the importance of backlinks. What are backlinks, and how does one build like quality backlinks?
Backlink is a clickable link from another website that points to yours. So if you're reading an article, let's say on Forbes.com, and in there it says Brandon Leibowitz, and you click on it and it goes to my website, I would be getting a backlink from Forbes.com. So the more websites that talk about you, the more trust Google gives to you, and that then gets Google to rank you high in the search results. Google's whole algorithm was started based off backlinks, and it is still heavily based off backlinks. It's changed a lot how they look at them over the years, but primarily Google looks at backlinks as a ranking signal. And the more backlinks you have from relevant and authoritative sites, the higher you're going to rank. So you could think as a backlink is kind of like a vote. It's like a popularity contest, like a website is voting for you, saying we trust you and we think that you're a good, trustworthy website. So in the past, it was if I had 100 backlinks and you have 200 backlinks, you would rank higher than me. But now it's not the number of backlinks. It's because Google's been seeing people spam them and trick them and game the system. So it's the number of quality backlinks. And what is a quality backlink? Quality backlink is just a backlink from a website that's related to you. So if you're, let's say like the dentist again, and you're getting a backlink from a lawyer, that's a little weird, doesn't really align. Like, why is a lawyer linking to a dentist? But if you're a dentist and you're getting a backlink from a website about health and wellness, or about another doctor, or like Wikipedia or Yelp, stuff like that, that makes a lot more sense. So relevancy is really important. And then authoritativeness. How popular is this website? If I gave you a backlink from my website, it's good, but it's not the same as like a Forbes or Wall Street Journal or Huffington Post or New York Times. So the bigger the website, the more SEO value, and the more relevant the website is, the better off it's going to be.
Interesting. So then the local business owner, they need to be thinking about creating content, I guess, right? For an external, a third-party website to consider posting it on their website with a link, right? So is that kind of the way it works, is create quality content that somebody else is going to say, yeah, I want to put this on my website, and put a link to your website.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but yeah, you create good content. Hopefully people link to you. If you get an interview on a website or a show, hopefully they would post it on there. If you've sponsored an event at a trade show, you'd usually get a posting on their website. So, but there's tons of different ways. If you join like your local business, you could join like the Chamber of Commerce in your city, and they usually will give you a backlink. So it's all about just getting creative and reverse engineering what your competitors are doing. And you could use tools to see all of your competitors' backlinks. You have to pay for them, but these tools will let you see any website's backlinks. The big tools, the main ones that people use, are either Ahrefs, it's really popular, or Moz, or SEMrush. You kind of just pick one of those. You don't have to buy all three of them, but you just pick one of those tools, and they will let you see any website's backlinks.
Got it. Yeah. So search engine optimization, is that like one of the big things? Like, how does one get ranked? The keywords. Talk to us a little bit about that. Somebody searching for dentist or restaurant, or I don't know why I'm coming back to those two industries again and again, but you want your website to kind of come up higher, right? In organic listings. What does one do to make that happen?
And there are a couple, over 200 ranking factors that go into Google's algorithm. So it's really just about quality over quantity, and just making sure you give out good quality content on your website, that you have text on your website. Google can't really read images or videos yet, so they rely heavily on text. So the more text you have on your website, the easier it is for the search engines to read, understand, and know what keywords you're trying to focus on. But I mean, there's a lot of other technical stuff going in, like the coding and making changes, because what we see and what Google sees is different. Google is just looking in the coding. So you have to change all these technical areas, but Google doesn't really care what you put on the website, because they just don't trust anybody without those backlinks. So backlinks are probably where I spend the majority of my time, is building backlinks, finding backlinks, and trying to get Google to trust me more, because Google just does not trust any website, and it's tough to get them to trust you. It takes a lot of time to get that trust, but once you get Google to trust you, then they're going to reward you with those backlinks.
Got it. You're a proponent of having strong backlinks from authoritative websites.
That is still to this day one of the most important things. When I look at competitors who is ranked on that first page of Google, or any website that's ranked on that first page of Google, they all have backlinks. I don't think I've ever seen a website without backlinks ranking on that first page of Google. Google's whole algorithm is based off backlinks. It's changed a lot how they look at them, but they still use it as a big factor with building trust. But there's a lot of other variables. I mean, Google really wants to do what's called EAT. It's expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, of figuring out how trustworthy your website is, how much of an expert you are in this field, and how authoritative are you. And those are really, really important, but they all come back to really building trust up with the search engines.
Is part of getting backlinks, getting a testimonial from a client or a trusted source. For example, if I was to give you a testimonial, we've worked something and you consulted with me for one of my businesses, and I was like, man, Brandon, you're amazing, and I give you a testimonial. and it's coming from my website, Straight Talk CPAs, right? Is that a backlink for you?
Yeah, as long as it's a clickable link from a third-party
Mhm.
site that points to mine. So if you post about me on your website and have a clickable link that goes to my website, then I would be getting a backlink from your website.
And assuming I've got good domain authority, right? Assuming I've got reasonable domain authority, you've got a link, because then I'm not creating content and I don't have to be related to your business, right? You know, kind of the example you gave. I think the dentist and the lawyer, right? They're very different. And same for us. Like I don't want a CPA firm. You know, you're in the digital marketing space. Is that an easier way to get backlinks?
Well, as long as it's somewhat related. So I do
Mm,
SEO and you're a CPA. So essentially I could have done SEO for you. So
right.
that looks okay. Same with like the restaurant and the lawyer. The lawyer might have gone and ate at the restaurant. So, and they
Mm-hmm.
might have loved it and wrote about it on their blog. Probably wouldn't happen, but it might happen. So Google knows
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that happens and it's okay. It's not bad.
Mm,
It's just the majority of your backlinks come from random sites. That's a negative signal, but it's it's actually good to have some weird or random sites because that looks normal. If everything was perfect, that looks a little suspicious to Google, and Google will actually penalize you for doing too much SEO for over
mm,
optimization. So you don't want that either, where a normal website is going to have some weird backlinks, but just a few, not a lot, because you can't control it. Like I could have a pharmaceutical website and I could link to you, and now you're getting a backlink from a pharmaceutical website and you're like, I don't want this backlink. And Google knows that anyone could link to anyone. So they're not going to always look at all those as negative. It's just something that happens naturally in the internet where you can't control everything. And
got it. Yeah. What's your advice? And this is really good, really appreciating the wisdom you're sharing with us. What's your advice to a business owner that may not have paid as much attention to online marketing, digital marketing? They're hearing all these different things, backlinks and search engine optimization, paid ads, social media. What's your advice to them? Where should we go first? Like what's the lower hanging fruit?
the lowest hanging fruit is where your audience is at. So it's not always the same for everybody. So it's going to be
Mm,
who is your audience, where are they, and how do you get in front of them? And that's where you got to think, who is your audience? Where are they going to be? Like if you're, let's say, a lawyer and you're like posting on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and wondering, like, not getting much traction, probably because most people aren't going on social media to look for a lawyer. Some people might, but most people probably going to go on like Yelp or Google first to find the lawyer, then check them out on social media to make sure they're a real company. They have reviews, status updates, things like that. So you got to understand, like, who are your clients and where are they? Like if you're doing sports, then social media is definitely where you want to be because people want to see
mm,
content updated all the time. So you just got to take a step back as a business owner and just try to figure out, who is my audience? Where are they? And that's where you should focus on. You don't need to be everywhere because I know we're talking about a lot of different things, but you need to really just be where your audience is at. That's number one, is don't spread yourself too thin. Just focus on where your audience is at. And then from there, you start building out other places, but really hone in, and you can look at your competitors, see where they're active. Are they active on Google, on Yelp, or on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest? What sites are they posting on? What sites do they get engagement, comments, likes, tweets, retweets, whatever those engagement goals are? But just looking at that could help you kind of see where you might want to potentially be.
So really what I'm hearing is taking a more strategic approach. I mean, there's can be a lot of time and money that can be spent on digital marketing without the ROI if it's not done in a methodical way. If it's not done where, doing stuff and hanging out in, on an online platform that is not where your clients, customers are.
It's important to try to just understand who your clients are and where they potentially would be.
Right. Sounds good. Looking at the clock, we are kind of coming close to wrapping up here. Brendan, any other bit of advice for the small business owner, the professional practice that wants to grow their online presence with quality leads, clients, patients, customers?
Yeah, I would just say be patient with digital. It takes some time. Some people go viral and just explode, but that doesn't happen all the time or frequently. It rarely happens. So be patient. As long as you do the right things over time, you're going to see yourself growing. It might be slow, but it takes time. Don't just expect immediate results and just be persistent, keep working at it. And over time, you're going to see yourself growing and growing and growing, but just be patient and don't get discouraged.
Great advice. And for the viewer who is looking for quicker results, the organic strategy, search engine optimization, backlinks, and things that you talked about there, that's a longer term strategy, right? Is a shorter term, is it mixing it up with paid ads? Because then boom, you've got an ad out there, you're getting, you're getting clicks in. Is that kind of how you go about with your, advising small business owners? Is mixing the two, or is it let's go heavy on search engine, let's get that situated, let's get that engine rolling, and then let's do paid after we do that? Or is it simultaneous?
It's either way, but usually, SEO does take time. So usually people that want immediate results will run paid ads while they're waiting for the SEO to kick in, because SEO is going to could take 6 months, could take longer, could take shorter, depending on how many backlinks you have versus your competitors, how much SEO has been done to your website. But a lot of people want immediate traction. They could run some paid ads and start getting traffic to their website right away. And even once you start ranking at the top of Google and you're getting that free organic traffic, you still might want to run some ads where people that go to your website and don't perform a specific conversion action, you follow them around, remarketing to them. So keeping yourself top of mind, like someone that went to your website, if you're an e-commerce website, someone added a product to the shopping cart but didn't check out, you should follow them around with ads because they were that close to checking out and something distracted them. And if you keep yourself top of mind, you could probably get that person to convert into a sale.
Great. Super. Brandon, what's the best way for folks to reach out to you?
Yeah, so I actually created a special gift for everybody if they go to my
You
website.
did. That's awesome.
Yeah. So if they go to my website, they can find that there at SEOoptimizers.com. That's SEOoptimizers.com/gift. They could find that there along with my contact information and a bunch of classes I've done over the years. I've thrown up there for free so they can watch them and see how to do a lot of stuff that we talked about step by step. And also if they want to book some time on my calendar, I'm happy to give them a free website analysis from an SEO point of view and see what's working, what's not working, and how to get them to the level that they want to be at. And they could book some time on my calendar for free there as well.
That's great. That's awesome. I love your the name of your business, by the way. SEO Optimizers is so focused. It really tells the person what you do. So good stuff, man. Wonderful, Brendan. This was really good. Enjoyed it. Appreciated it. Lots of good insights, wisdom that you shared with us. So thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me on today.
All right. You take care. Bye-bye.